Hello, my dear seedlights. I hope you are safe and healthy. And yes, I know that you are doing incredibly well in your online classes. So let me applaud you. Good job. And also, let's applaud your fantastic teachers who are really working hard for you. Isn't it? So, ooh. So children, I'm here today to make you learn some English expressions, and you can use these expressions in your daily English casual conversation. So children, I'm here with you to make you learn some English expressions, and together we are going to have a lots of fun. Don't worry, I'm not going to teach you some hard and heavy words. Instead, we will learn few expressions which you can use in your day-to-day life. So come on, my dear little munchkins, are you ready to enjoy this session with me? I hope you are excited, isn't it? So if you are ready and if you are excited, quickly give me your lovely smiles. There you go. And what about your happy thumbs? Come on, quickly show me your happy thumbs. Yay, ready to go. So get, set, go. Before I start, let me guess. I think most of you, when you meet someone, how do you greet? You just say hi and hello, isn't it? And even you reply as just by saying okay, thank you, fine. Don't you think it's boring and monotonous? So yes, in today's session, we're going to learn some greetings and replies. The first expression which you can use while greeting is hello, how are you? Please repeat it with me. Hello, how are you? So let's suppose Uncle Roger comes to your place. So how are you going to greet Uncle Roger? You'll say, hey Uncle Roger, how are you? One more thing, children. Always remember, more than words, it's your intention and your tone which matters. So your intonation should be very warm and friendly. So suppose you meet Uncle Roger and greet him by saying, hello Uncle Roger, how are you? Oh, this sounds too low. And after listening to this, Uncle Roger would definitely be disappointed and would think that you are such a boring person. I hope you got it what I mean. So always be cheerful while greeting someone. Now let's learn how can you use other expressions for the same greeting. Now just imagine the weather outside is really amazing. So how are you going to give a reply? You would say, I'm feeling grateful for this amazing weather. Thank you. And you? So, how are you going to repeat? Come on, repeat it with me. I'm feeling grateful for such a beautiful weather. Thank you. And you? Now, if someone asks you about your well-being during the day when you are tired and exhausted, then how are you going to give a reply? You'll say, I'm tired and exhausted. Thank you. And you? Did you notice my tone here? So immediately the listener will come to know that you're really tired. Now if you ask me, ma'am, how are you? So how are you going to ask me? Ma'am, how are you? And you know what am I going to reply? I would say, give me a chocobar and I will be fantastic. Thank you. And you? So this is for all those chocolate lovers. You can use this expression if you want to reply. So my dear students, did you notice that how can one greeting can be replied in different expressions? While I was replying, you must have noticed that every time I ended my reply by asking the well-being of the other person. So if you say, I'm fine, thank you, and how are you? Or you could also say, I'm fine, thank you. And you? You could also say, I'm fine, thank you. You? This is because repeating the same question would make the other person realize that you are interested in further conversation. And it also indicates that you are interactive, warm, and friendly. Moving on to greeting number 2, which is, how do you do? Please repeat it with me. How do you do? It's just a formal way of greeting, like hello. So you are going to reply it with, how do you do? Always remember, children, if somebody greets you with how do you do, you have to reply it with how do you do? Next, you can greet a person by saying, how are you doing? How are you doing? To this, you can reply as, I'm doing great. And you? I'm doing well. And you? Moving on to the next greeting. How have you been? How have you been? You could reply, been great, thanks. Or you could even say, been busy, thanks. Now, if you meet a friend after a long time, how would you greet? You would greet by saying, hey, long time, no see. How would you say it? Hey, long time, no see. And how are you going to reply to this greeting? You will say, well, it's been too long. So when you exaggerate that too long, immediately the other person comes to know, actually, it's been long that you haven't met. Moving on to the last expression, you can also greet a person by saying, what's new and exciting? What's new and exciting? And for giving a reply to this, you have to say something really exciting and happening in your life. So you could say, I just started my music classes. Or you could say, I just started learning Kung Fu. Or you could even say, I'm going to London next week. And with these expressions, the other person will come to know that something thrilling is happening in your life and would definitely want to know more about you. And the last greeting is, what's up? I think you all are familiar with it. What's up? But let me tell you one thing, children. This is an informal way of greeting which you can only use with your friends and never with your elders. So if somebody greets you by saying, what's up? You could reply by saying, not much, nothing, all right. Dear children, today during the session you have learnt few natural ways of greeting and then how to give your replies. I would suggest that please watch this video carefully and do watch it at least twice a day. So, time to sign off. Ciao! We love you and I'll be back soon with something exciting. Until then, it's bye from me. But wait, keep learning, stay safe, stay positive, be humble, respect your elders. And one more thing, always keep your greetings and replies warm and loving. Thank you for today. We all love you. Stay blessed.